Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, NimFam. How are you all? Welcome to the Game Week 18 deadline locked in stream Holly raid. Thank you all so much. Thanks, Holly. Love you, girl. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Make sure you are subbed to Holly's channel. Let's get her to 30k subscribers. That'd be really cool. How are you all? Thank you all for dropping in. I always start my stream with a little recap of the transfers in and transfers out for the game week, top transfers in, top transfers out. So I think it's always good to basically, you know, like have a little think about who everyone's getting in, who everyone's checking out, whether we should be following suit, whether we should be doing something different. So the top 3 transfers in this week are Ollie Watkins, Solanke and Palmer. Now with Ollie Watkins being potentially one of the top captaincy shouts this game week, I am not at all surprised or shocked by that Watkins, being top transfer in. Palmer surprised me a little bit, but he did really well last game week. So I guess the Chelsea's really good fixtures. And yeah, I think Pedro Porro is on my mind this week, and I already have Sonny in. So yeah, I have all of these players, or at least I will have, potentially by the end of this stream, actually, may even do a live transfer on stream. That would be absolutely amazing. Guys, I am just 5 away from my 7k target for Christmas. If there are a few of you here that has come over from Holly and you haven't subscribed, it would mean so much to me. It'd be a great Christmas present if you could subscribe to the channel. That would mean loads. Thank you all so much. Top transfers out, Haaland. Now, we have seen Haaland in training, so it means that he could be back for Everton, which is a bit of a shock, I think, to a lot of people, because we didn't think he would make it back. Based on what Pep was saying, that he wasn't going to have anything to do in this cup, so there was like a lot of thought process that, you know, if he did play some part in Everton, it might be a slim part, but he looked really good in training. I mean, like proper buff, didn't he? So I think I'm pretty sure he'll be back for Everton. Alvarez is out of there. Mbuemo, Sanchez and Darwin. Of course, the City lads have the blank this game week, so nobody is, you know, like against the fact that they will be, they'll not be playing, so you can ship them out. Just bear in mind, if you are shipping Haaland out and he is potentially back for Everton, that you will need to try and find some way to get him back. Thank you, Jeremy, for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated, buddy. Thank you very much. That should just be 4 away from my target now. This is super exciting. I'd love to get there on this stream with you guys. It would mean so much. Cool. Right. I mean, I'm sure Holly's kind of gone over all the big situations today, but I haven't yet had much of a chance. I dropped into her chat a little bit earlier, so I got some of the bits and pieces. So good to see that Lockie has been discharged from hospital. I'm so happy about that. As you know, as a Welshie, yeah, that means a lot. That means loads. So I'm really happy to see that. Successful procedure. Ericsson will not be allowed to play in Italy unless his ICG device is removed. Okay, random. Company on the return of Lyle Foster. I'm very cautious, but playing makes him happy. Don't be surprised to see him playing for us. So that's good news. Good to see Foster back. I'm just gonna quickly check something. Where are we at? That one. Oh my gosh, you guys have absolutely smashed it. Thank you so much. We are past warm since 74. Thank you, buddy. My Streamlabs is way behind. Thank you all so much. 7,000. Here we go. Here we come. They're all coming in now. James Ballard. How am I saying that, bud? Thank you. Welcome to the NimFam. Thank you all so much. Wow, this is super exciting. Yep, so that's company. Androni reveals a good week for Alex Scott following his return of the matchday squad last weekend. That's good news. Confirms some small issues with the Cherries boss. All being well, it's likely to be around March when we see Reece James back in action. Wow, that poor guy, he's just literally made of glass, isn't he? Like, he just can't catch any luck at all. Surgery, he's off to Finland for some surgery. So anyone who has got him in for that, like, little run that he had, and then knowing he had these good fixtures, yeah, absolutely time to get rid if you can. Charlie Taylor's back after one match ban. Jose Sarr looks to have recovered from a shoulder injury following a return to training, and the goalkeeper will be ready for Christmas Eve. Pedro Neto could also be included in the matchday squad for the first time since a hamstring injury. Oh, Neto could be back. That's interesting. That's very interesting. He was doing very well before he got injured. But illness has been sweeping through the Wolves camp. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, illness has swept through my camp too. And there is Lurgy that has entered the house this week. And as a lot of you guys will already know, I was down just a couple of weeks ago with the Lurgy. So I am praying that I do not catch it another time round and be miserable for Christmas. So I'm really, really hoping I can get away with it. But usually, like, somebody has the sniffles, I end up with the full-on flu. Like, I'm one of those really unlucky people. So I'm going to say hello to some of you guys. But Jay, oh, thank you. Thanks for doing that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. That's it. Let's show some love to people. McTavish, Holly. Thanks, Halls. Wow. Oh, Shamil, thank you for becoming a sponsor. I really appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. So many of you over from Holly. Thank you all so much. Ben, Vegan, R4D, Autumn, Mo, John, Lewis. I'm only 95 points to be at 8th overall. My starting 11 is Areola, Porro, Cash, Virgil, Salah, Louise, Diaz, Palmer, Diaby, Watkins, Cunha, Solanke. Bench, Edison, Gordon, Gabriel, Brandwaite, rank 22k, 8.2k in the bank. Love that. I love that. I don't see any immediate kind of things there. Is there anything you were wanting to change or switch up, and we can help you out? Trini, Deck the Halls, a raid from her. Wow, I love that. That's so cool. Thanks, guys. Glyn, Diaby or Bailey, Konza or Moreno, who is better option to bring in? Right, okay, let's have a little look. So, look at all the money I have in the bank. Isn't this just utterly ridiculous? 9.3 million. Like, that's like almost Sunworthy. That is a Saka. I have a Saka in my bank with change left over. Is anyone else in the same position? This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's mad. Just mad. So we wanted to know. Oh, we did have one from Glyn as well. I'll get back to you second, Glyn. Diaby or Bailey? Right, okay. Let's have a quick look. Midfielders. Diaby. Diaby's minutes have been a bit mixed, right? And is it a budget thing? 6.7. Would you not prefer Kudos? It's Villa, isn't it? It's Villa's fixtures, I suppose, over. It's my only concern with both Diaby and Bailey is their game time. It's so muddled and mixed at the moment. It's redonkulous. Like, it's just silly. I think I saw when we were having a scroll there through Ben's thing that Louis back. Maybe you could consider, he's much cheaper and he should be nailed. The good thing about Bailey is when, no matter how many minutes he gets, he tends to return. Whereas, what's happened here? Camareo, thank you so much for joining the Nymfam. Much appreciated, you guys. Honestly, thank you all so much. It means a tremendous amount to me. Wow, there are 64 of you here at the moment. If you could like the stream, that'd be fabulous. Thank you so much. So yeah, it's a minutes thing with both of them. I think maybe just like a budget and yeah, I think Bailey. You know whichever one I choose, the other one's going to pop off, don't you? Or just go with my boy Douglas, like, you know, now that he's back playing 90 minutes, he's probably not going to like set the world alight, but could easily get something. And then Konza or Moreno. Who is the better option to bring in? You guys loving Villa at the moment, right? Konza or Moreno? I am not sure. Attacking threat rise, I prefer Moreno. Oh, thank you, John. That's much appreciated. Thank you so much. John has become a sponsor. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So is Lewis. My gosh, you guys are spoiling me. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to get my Santa hat out for all of these lovely presents I'm getting. Here we go. Let's get into the Christmas spirit, shall we? Matt Rudy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm usually around this sort of time streaming just after holes. About 2:30 is my time. Bobster, V-Love, you spoiling me. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. I appreciate this so much. Okay, right. Konza or Moreno. Oh my gosh, no way. Are you guys having a laugh with me? Linus, thank you so much. All these sponsors, you guys. I think thank you. Okay. Oh, you might be able to hear my little doggies in the background. Sorry if you can. Lots of things being delivered at doors at the moment. So my little doggies are like, ooh, oh my gosh. Oh, thanks, guys. Another one. FPL. Hang on. My computer can't keep up with feeding me all the names, so sorry if I've missed anybody. Do give me a nudge in the chat and I will I'll make sure that I am giving you shout outs. I'm not sure I ever answered this question. Konza's a lot cheaper. He's playing more games, so I think he is the more nailed and he's the most sensible option. So yeah, but if you wanted to take a bit of a risk and you had some cover on the bench, then Moreno has the attacking threat over them. Okay, Glyn, sorry, Simicast or Gabriel to TAA or Trippier. I think Simicast will lose his place soon to Robertson. Robertson is kind of reported back in the first week in January. So if he is going as well as what he thinks he's going to, thank you, Mactavius, for the gift also. If he's going to be back, then that pretty much means the Simicast, I assume, will likely lose his place or start to get rotated pretty heavily. So Trent, however, Glyn, if that money is being taken away from the fact of you needing potentially to get Haaland back, or you potentially wanting Haaland back for Everton, then just bear that in mind. Because for me, if I was to upgrade Simicast to Trent, I think I wouldn't have the exact cash to go back to Haaland. But with him being back in training, that makes it a bit tougher. If we knew he was going to completely miss the Everton match, because I've got my wild card. Yes, guys, I'm still sat on my wild card. I'm not planning to use it between Christmas and Boxing Day because there's just only a few hours before the deadline. So I'm hoping, if I can remember, I'm going to use it going into Gameweek 20, and this is where I'm slightly lucky, so I could take a punt on a Trent or a Trippier this week, use up some of that money from Haaland, knowing that I'd only be, if he's back for the Everton game, I'd only literally be one game week without him, because it'll be very easy for me to move funds around with that wild card for Game Week 20. Holly Christmas, everyone. Thanks, Lewis. Tom, happy Christmas. Don't forget, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Okay, where are we? You are, yeah. Mick Davis said it all. You're absolute legends. Geddy, good evening. Good evening. John Ebning, 20k rank in my league. Are you, buddy? That's awesome. Yes, I have hit it, John. I'm pretty sure. Wow, we've smashed it. We've not only hit it, we've absolutely smashed it. We have 7,012 subscribers now, guys. Thank you all so much. I don't know how to say, like, honestly, the bigger this gets, the more we do, hopefully I'll be able to give back a little bit more. We'll be able to, you know, maybe give some giveaways and some memberships and stuff. I know that Vijay has given a couple out already, so thank you all so much for that. Cool. Hopefully Everton keep Haaland quiet, as I won't own him then. Yeah. Everton have been much better in defence. So the video I did at the beginning of the week, my ultimate guide, I did actually stick a couple of Everton defenders in. Weirdly, I put Pickford in and I said to you guys, what do you think? Is he an option again? Is Pickford an option again? Okay. Thank you. Oh gosh, you guys. Bet you can say my name, Nim. Bryn Roberts. Of course I can, buddy. Okay. Thanks, GM. Thanks. Oh, I was finding glory. Hey, lovely. Salah captain for me. Yeah, I had Salah captain in my team selection video, and I've wavered. But I do know how bad the Arsenal defence could be. So, yeah. If anyone's wondering my moves this week, I'm pretty sure I am going to get Porro in. For Udogie, since he's suspended. I wonder. I just want to know how much I have left over when I put Haaland back in. If I want him against Everton. Ooh, it's quite a lot. It's not going to be enough to get me to Trippier or Trent. But if Gordon wasn't playing tonight, it would maybe get me to Richarlison. Interesting. Yeah, well, I'm trying to sort that. I am trying to sort that. As you can see. Okay. If you had defense Of Gabriel, Simicast, Porro, Gay, Taylor, would you roll or take Gay out for Konza? So you'd probably pay Porro. Who have Palace got this week? Brighton. So you'd probably play Gay, right? Who have Burnley got this week? Fulham. I don't hate it if it's a free transfer, Marcus. I think if it's a free transfer, I think it's cool. Gordon to Richarlison. Shamil, I'm thinking about it, as you can see. I actually, even though Villa's fixtures are better, I think I kind of prefer Kudos as an option. Is that a bit bonkers? Is that a bit mad? Areola to Martinez. Not for a hit. If you've got no other fires to put out. It's just, will they switch that goalkeeper situation back? I mean, Martinez has been pretty good since he's come in. Shamil, it's tough because I wouldn't want to say absolutely Martinez is in his place because that's what I believe, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case. Oh, thanks, Static. Appreciate that. My elf outfit on it's Christmas. Long-term Charleston. You're more than welcome. I'm not sure what I'm going to do between Christmas and New Year's. I will be playing my wildcard in that time, so it may be that I do a live stream. So, yeah. Jay, am I a Wrexham fan? Only more recently. I can't say because I'm Welsh that I followed them since I was little, but I really love what they're doing with that team. It's a lot of fun. So I have actually been following them a lot more recently. Obviously, the celebrity backing helps with that, doesn't it? We've all had our eyes on them since. But no, I have to admit, I didn't really have a Welsh team because I've lived in both Cardiff and Swansea when I was little, so I didn't really. Yeah, we moved around a lot when I was little, so I never really fell on one. But yeah, maybe Wrexham could be the one. It could be the Welsh side now. Still having Jackson. I was thinking of changing to Watkins, but with these guys catching colds and being ill makes me want to keep Jackson. Will Nkunku take Jackson's place or at least start rotating some minutes with him though, John? Hyperdrive, it's your first time here. Well, welcome to the Nim fam. Thank you very, very much for dropping over and saying hello. We really love it. Thank you. You too, Bryn. You too. Oh, thanks, Static. Oh, Bobby's going to the Arsenal Palace game, Mig. That's cool. Victorious, thanks so much. Oh, that's nice. Trent or Trippier, which one to pick? Does Salah going away around here make Trent a better or a worse option, do we think? That's something to consider as well. Burnley after Arsenal, though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that makes me want to get Trent in right now. What am I doing? Why do I not have Trent? I'm not buying into this whole Trippier's been rubbish thing. Like, he has very much so had his moments, right? Trippier reminds me a little bit of Dino of a couple of seasons ago. Do you remember when we used to get like no points, 1 point, 0 points, and then an absolute haul off of him? That is like Trippier right now, right? So you average these points out over the game weeks where he's not doing very much. In FPL, it's not terrible at all. And his next few fixtures are tasty. But then he does have Liverpool and City. I think a lot of Trippier's thing was that he was pretty much getting run to the ground, right? And he's had a bit of a rest now. But Trippier for that Burnley match. Oh, I'm almost tempted to forget about Porro for a week and just get Trippier in. To be honest, if I do the Porro move this week and Haaland is looking nowhere near next week, Simicast, that will be my move, Simicast to Trent for game week 19. And then it'll be a case of I'm like, why have I got -8 here? But I forgot that I put Haaland back in. That'd be my move next week, and then in game week 20, I'll pull the wild card. Oh, thanks, Static. Bailey have Concraft Cup competitions. Yeah, just be aware, guys, about whatever players you get in now, that they're not going away to either the Asia Cup or any of the competitions. The AFCON. Bentley is expected to start for Wolves. Potentially. Douglas Luiz and Dino return after missing the games at Brentford through suspension. Crackers has been seen wearing a boot. Predicted lineups. Potentially, buddy. Since there are so many illnesses, it's quite possible. It is quite possible. Then how long are you going to have him for? Oh, thanks, Frank Lampard. Are you the real Frank Lampard? I've already got Solanke. I was just looking about potentially getting Haaland back in next week. So, oh, thank you so much. Where are we at now? Wow, 7,014. Thank you guys so much. Yes, Salah is going to be away for the African Cup of Nations. So what I'm thinking in my Game Week 20 wildcard is that I will keep one of Son or Salah because both will be going away. One the Asia Cup, one for AFCON. And I will downgrade for the funds. However, I say that I guess it all depends on getting Trent next week. If I get Trent next week, which I probably will, like I might even take a mad 1 week punt and do a -4 and like get into Liverpool, like maybe getting like Jones or something just for a random kind of Christmas punt. And then, because I'll be wildcarding the week after, and then I could just clean them out. Wouldn't advocate taking a hit just before wildcard, guys. But if you think they can repay you back, then absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. At all. Is it worth getting Palmer now that he's 1 yellow from suspension, or wait after 5 yellow suspension period? If you can cover Palmer on the bench, I would get him. Honestly, I just would. Yeah. But he could be my way to another Liverpool player for that Burnley match. Liverpool are at home, right, against Burnley? Oh no, they're away. A little tougher than what it would be. Imagine though, imagine. Just imagine. Yeah, maybe I just bin off Haaland for a week and just go all in on Liverpool against Burnley next game week. I'm benching Gordon and starting Diaby and Cunha. What do you think? I think that Gordon is away to Luton and he's not as good away as he is at home. I have seen lineups with no Gordon in the team. Predicted lineups. I don't think it's a bad shout. Obviously, just be aware of the percentage owned. That's the only thing. Yep. Good shout, John. That's okay, Static Buddy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Honestly, it means a lot. Oh, appreciate that, John. The slanky points really hurt me in the rank. It should have been more than 9 points for sure. Instead, you got Archer 2 off the bench. Very angry, not fair. Yeah, I've kind of look like I have no hair going on here. I got a bit lucky off of that because I had Lascelles first on my bench, so it's kind of Solanke's 6 points / 9 points to Lascelles' 6 points. So I do realise the jam I got. I haven't had much jam this season, if that helps. So it was kind of nice to get a little something. I don't know what side of the fence I lie on it all, to be honest. I feel like communication, whichever way we lie, could have been better. It would have been nice to have been updated a little quicker. Kulu differently for me. Yeah, Kulusevski looks really good. I mentioned him in my ultimate guide video at the beginning of the week. Just bearing in mind, I don't think we're masses away from Maddo. When is Madsen returning? I'm sure I read something that he was like doing better and he was kind of New Year 14th of January. Yeah, I mean that's no time now, is it? It's 2 weeks, so I don't know whether that'll make Kulu more or less of an option with Maddo on the return. So yeah, so I'm thinking Porro and then potentially next week. I guess it depends on whether I think Simicast might play. If I think he might play, I could just bin off Haaland for a week and go Lascelles. Who Newcastle got next week? A Forest. Who is Arsenal got next week? West Ham. I'd probably have enough, actually. Yeah, I could just do Kabore to Trent. And then with wildcarding the week after, I can take Trent out and I can switch it all around again and get Haaland back in. That's probably what I'll do Boxing Day morning. I don't know if I want to hit for Trent this week. I got to hope that Arsenal, that we can try and hold out Liverpool a little bit. I mean, if Man United managed it, can Arsenal manage it? Can we manage it? So yeah, so what I'm thinking, if I make this transfer, is I'll play one of Saliba or Tsimikas, and then Lascelles and Porro with playing Gordon still in a 5-man midfield, and then leave Saliba or Tsimikas to come in for Gordon if he doesn't play. My concern is that I am hearing that a couple of the Newcastle lineups are saying that they expect Lascelles to be benched. That would be a concern for me. Yeah, I did answer it, buddy. With Palmer, I think if you can cover Palmer, if you have any cover on the bench, then I think it's still good to get him. He's only going to miss one match, right? So as long as you can cover him on the bench, I think it's a good idea. Like, granted, you could say, well, you know, he maybe miss Palace, but then he'd still potentially have Luton and Fulham after that, and then with Wolves and Palace on the horizon, I think he's a good buy. Personally, I mean, he's not off to AFCON, he's not Asia Cup, like I carried Douglas Luiz for several weeks without him getting that yellow card that we all thought he was going to get. So yeah, I think it's worth it. Like, as long as you've got a decent cover on the bench. If you haven't got decent cover on the bench, then go somewhere a little bit safer until it's gone. But I wouldn't advocate putting somebody off of it in the case that he's absolutely fine. I mean, they're going to get white soon, aren't they? The yellows. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Of course, there's going to be players that we all expect. So there'll be plenty of things going on over Christmas where we will have no idea what's going on, and then it'll just go like, boom, that so and so's not playing. You're like, what am I going to do now? So yeah, that's another reason why I'm a bit kind of like, do I want to get Trent this week, or do I want to wait and see whether Haaland's back next week? Like, yeah. Because I'm in a situation where I can get Haaland back for Slanky even with buying Porro, thankfully. So I feel a bit lucky there in that respect. But also with having the wild card, it makes everything so much easier to move a load of funds around. Oh yeah, with that, I'm a bit, do we take the risk? I could do the -4 this week for Trent. Do I think he'll outscore Tsimikas? Now, Tsimikas came off around the 60-minute mark last night, I believe. So that would suggest to me that Klopp is planning to play Tsimikas against Arsenal. Robbo isn't there yet, so we'll get the Arsenal game out of him. I'm more torn between Saliba and Tsimikas for moments. Actually, I'm going to stick a poll out. just because I'm not sure out of which one to play. I'm going to play Lascelles. I'm doubling up on Newcastle, I think. As long as I don't hear anything that suggests he's not starting. Luton away, though, is going to be tough, man. That's not going to be an easy fixture. They have been solid at home, haven't they? Luton, they've been pretty good at home. JG, thank you so much. Welcome to the Nim fam. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Where are we at? If you have a question, buddy, stick it in the chat and I'll do my best to answer it for you. See, I was leaning towards Simicast. I feel like he's the more attacking of the two. We haven't been great on the old clean sheet. But Saliba is nail. I say that and we got clean sheet last week. Away. Kept a clean sheet at Brentford. We didn't. Away at Newcastle. I can feel a sneeze coming on. Uh-oh, lurgy. I hope my house hasn't infected me. I swear, I hope I'm not going to be sick for Christmas. I think I am sliding more towards Simicast. I'm thinking like these middle three. Thinking Simicast, Lascelles, Porro with Saliba first on the bench is what I'm thinking. But I'd be interested to know. Thomas, I can't do the Trippier move because I have 3 Newcastle already in Dubravka, Lascelles and Gordon. But if you can do it, I don't hate it at all. Can you get Haaland back easily, or are you just going to skip the Everton match and then drop Salah for Haaland? The one thing I have to remember to do when I wildcard is leave enough money for when Salah comes back. Or when Son comes back. Because I don't think that should be too hard though at the moment. There's some really good cheap options out there. My other option this week, one I did consider, is to move Archer up to Wilson. What do we think of that, Nymfam? And play him over Gordon this week. Do you think of that? Is that a good idea? Any more updates? Villa, the boss confirms that Pau Torres and Tielemans will not face Sheffield United tomorrow. Buendia Mings, Traore remain unavailable while Kamara is suspended. Do you mean Kulusevski or Richarlison? If it's for Darwin, the predicted lineups have Darwin to start, which surprised me, given he started midweek. Who's keep a clean sheet, Chelsea or Newcastle? Who've Chelsea got? I'd say probably Colwell's back, isn't he? Wolves. I would say Chelsea with that Wolves team with so much sickness in it. Interesting, Thomas. Yeah, I think a lot of people are thinking of doing that, Lewis. I think there's a lot of people who are going to not bother with Haaland until Salah leaves. Ariella for Neto or Leno? I think people don't seem to be sure that Areola is going to be starting. So out of the two, I think I'd go with Leno. I quite like his next two fixtures as well. And even in tough fixtures, he can get some decent points. Leno. Isaac or Alvarez to Watkins, still holding the wild card. Alvarez, if he's out, as long as you've not got a lot of money tied up in him, then probably Alvarez, Andrew, I think. You know he blanks this week and you can get him back straight after if you want to on a wild card, if you feel you want him. That said, Isaac is rotating with Wilson. Hang on a second. That's actually tougher than I thought. That snuck up on me, that did. I was like, oh, absolutely, Alvarez out. But then you might want Alvarez for Everton if Haaland isn't playing. Maybe Isaac, actually. Yeah, he did. Leno got expensive, man. He got ka-ching. Yeah, exactly what the lads have said there. Isaac seems a rotation risk. With Wilson, at least Alvarez still playing. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Kulu or Richarlison. Well, if you're looking for a forward, you're not going to get either for Darwin. You're going to have to do two swaps because they're both midfielders in the game. But probably Richarlison, I think, out of the two. Can't believe I'm suggesting that, but yeah. Are we 50-50 on the guys? Nymfam, we're 50-50 in the poll. How is this helping me out? How is this helping me out? How is this helping you guys out? There we go. Oh, Saliba's taken the lead. I'd like to take a hit for Richarlison and for Huang as well. Is this a week to take hits? I'm not sure. Not sure. I'm starting. I really have no free transfers to move him at the moment, and I have Edison who blanks. I mean, in that situation, you've just got to go for it. Unless you're in a situation where you know that you want a goalkeeper long term, then, like, are you okay with Edison long term? If you're not, then it'd probably be okay to take the hit for a goalkeeper. Keep Huang. Oh, is it selling Huang? Yeah, I wouldn't sell Huang. Not for Richarlison, not for a hit. No, absolutely not. Trini, is that? Nah. Richarlison, that. It's absolutely not. Just down with Richarlison, like cut off Richarlison just like that. Well, we haven't got any more updates coming in, guys. So, chuck in any questions you want to chuck in before I kind of look to wrap up. Simicast's taken the lead. I'm gonna... had taken the lead. Oh my gosh, it's like dancing. 24 votes and it's back and forth like a yo-yo. I'm ending the poll on 50-50 because I would like to know... Oh no, Simicast... Oh no, it ended 50-50. I thought Simicast had nicked it there. Who are you captaining this week? If it's other, let me know who. Just so I know. Just so I know. It's gone quite dark now. We've got like a massive storm that's hit the UK here. It is very windy. To those of you that aren't in the UK, it's like making sure my washing is going to stay on the line out there. Yeah, that's my thoughts, Andrew. Simicast is more attacking threat. It's like Sleeper, potentially more clean sheet threat. Simicast, more attacking threat. Mo, who do you recommend I get for Alvarez? Already have Slanky and Watkins. Do you have to buy somebody for Alvarez? Or can you just bench him for a week? Otherwise, I think Cunha, probably. Cunha or Wilson, they'd be my two options. Obviously, just bear in mind the rotation with Wilson and Isak. Sun Vice. Thanks, I'll probably bench Darwin and get Richarlison in this week. We could do, I mean, just like as I say, Sam, that I think Darwin will play against Arsenal. It's just then whether you think he'll do anything. He is at home. Then again, he was at home against United. Why do I have this horrible feeling as an Arsenal fan that Liverpool would... Oh, his knee swore then. Rubbish against United. And then we'll like absolutely annihilate Arsenal. Why do I think it's because it's years and years and years of like Arsenal kind of giving me hope and then crushing my dreams. And it's still taking last season, this season to feel confident about them. It's getting better. The confidence is getting slightly better, just ever so slightly better. But yeah, I mean, we're not invincibles by any stretch of the imagination, are we? Let's just put that out there. Yeah, he hasn't... Alvarez hasn't stood up like I thought he might with Haaland out, if I'm honest. So I don't hate the idea of selling him, guys. It's just options are just slim on the ground, right? That's the only thing. That is the only thing. But man, if you're not feeling it, like, you've got to go with your gut, right? Look, if Darwin starts against Burnley, dare I say it, man. Surely you'd want him for that. Annoying that Raul was going to miss Burnley this week. I'd absolutely 100% be doing Archer to Raul, playing him over Gordon this week if he hadn't have got that red card. What was he doing, man? It was full on butt move as well. It wasn't even like a kind of like, it was like full on like, whoa, bootay bump. like up in their grill. Like, it was so insane. It was such a mad red card. I don't. Oh, what were you thinking, man? What were you thinking? Here's a name for you. I'm going to throw it out there. If you're considering selling Alvarez and you can afford it, maybe Jesus might be a shout. Chuck that out there. the like literally the trust that people have in Darwin just seems to have gone. Sorry, Richard, I'm just sat here with my team on the screen. Should I show you how I'm lining up currently? Yes, do that. Oh, look, she's flashing the old Salah captaincy at the moment. It will likely be on Watkins though. Will it though? Will it though? Am I going to be able to watch that Liverpool match with not having Salah as my captain against my team if they do well? Do any of you guys do that where you like get in a player or captain a player against your team? Because that way, if your team loses, at least you stand a chance of something going right for you. Am I the only one? I can't be the only one. I am going to captain Watkins, guys. I may put the vice captaincy on Salah, but I leave it at that for now. Pretty sure I'll be doing Udogie to Porro. Just because otherwise I'm trading Simicast for Trent, who's against Arsenal. I could do Udogie to Trent and then have Simicast first on the bench, but it just doesn't feel the right fixtures to do that with. And then I really like the Trippier move for Lascelles. It is just whether or not I think I will fancy Haaland. Like, because with a lot of you guys saying that you will leave Haaland until the African Cup of Nations now, or the Asia Cup of Nations, he could be a differential against Everton, and there's a bit of me that really likes that. Like, I really like that idea. That said, Solanke will be against Fulham at home. Fulham been good, but then they kind of had a bit of a dip last week, didn't they? Probably didn't help with that Raul sending off, to be honest. So yeah, it will be like this, probably, but with Porro in there rather than Udogie. And then Sleever first on the bench. That's so weird because I think I played Sleever in every game this week. This season. Naive said, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Nim fam. I really appreciate that. Would you guys like a subscriber update? Because you've all helped so much in getting me over the 7k. We are now 7,019 subscribers. Wow. Thank you all so much. The more I can grow this channel, the more I can hopefully give back to you guys. More memberships. We can maybe try getting some prizes in the chat, that sort of thing. And I usually stream most Fridays or deadline days when I can, around 2:30, usually after Holly. So go watch her first and then come back to me, and then sometimes she streams again and then you can go back to her. So yeah, usually try and slot in just after Holes. So yeah, I usually release an Ultimate Guide video on the Monday, and my team selection on Tuesday. Do check those out, guys, because there's quite a few hours work that goes into each of those videos, so it'd be absolutely amazing if you guys could give me some feedback on those. Let me know what you like and dislike about them. I'm always trying to make them better and get the views up on those, so let me know what you think of them. And yeah, and then I stick some shorts in amongst them all as well, just to keep you guys updated. Like there's a free hit short this week, I think, for anyone who's thinking of free hitting. Thank you, Simon. Welcome to the Nim fam. Appreciate it so much. So yeah, I think, but next, obviously, just bear in mind that schedule over the next week is going to be, yeah. I'll probably, if I can, I'll try and get a short to you on Boxing Day, but if not, I will post a post on this channel. So if you're subscribed and you've hit that little notification bell, if I post something, you guys will know about it. So I'll post you my team definitely on Boxing Day, and then I'll likely be wildcarding then, as long as like nothing goes horrifically wrong after, like in this game week, where I need to do it kind of Christmas Day, Boxing morning, which I really don't want to do if I can help it. Like, I just really do not want to do that if I can help it. Like, I will not be in the right frame of mind. So so it could be very funny wildcard wise, but it probably wouldn't be the best move given my rank at the moment. So yeah, I probably want to try not to kind of like do that if I can help it. So I will likely wildcard for game week 20, which would be the last chance any of us can wildcard. So if you still have the wildcard, just bear in mind that your only 2 opportunities now, if you don't use it this week, are going to be between, well, basically between the deadline today and Boxing Day morning, where there is a 12:30 UK kickoff. So you'll have from the first game tonight, if you're hitting the wildcard, until then to wildcard, or you can wildcard between Christmas and New Year's, I believe. New Year's. So that's Boxing Day. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so for game week 20, yes, so you'll have from Boxing Day until the Saturday before New Year's. So a week, pretty much. A week? A little less than a week, because Boxing Day's Tuesday. You have more time to think about it, basically, but also it's a good chance then to hop off of some of your, okay, you're going to have to maybe lose Salah or Son for 1 week before they go away, which Sonny has Bournemouth and Salah has Newcastle. So if you're saying Newcastle is the tougher fixture potentially, then you can lose one of those 2 before they go away to African Cup of Nations, and you're just going to have to kind of swallow whatever they do to us in that week. So if Salah gets a hat-trick against Newcastle, ouch, but yeah. And then just whatever we do with our wild card, we have to remember to leave the money in our banks for Haaland. Well, actually, no, we'll be able to have Haaland for Salah back. So that's going to be the switch. So yeah, you'd have to, like, because we'll be able to get Haaland in on our wild card for game week 20. But yes, just bear in mind, obviously, that we'll want to get Salah back when he comes back. He could be gone 2 weeks. I think last time people said he was gone like 3 game weeks. It's not actually that long. It's not that long. It's not very long for you guys if you don't have a wild card to have sold Salah in order to get Haaland in. I'm not sure, with so many double game weeks and stuff to come along, that it'll be wild card happy situation again, like so soon. So yeah, just try and, it's tough, especially now with like a few days to Christmas. It's really, really hard to do some planning, but if you can try and think about how you're going to maneuver, like getting Salah out, getting Haaland back in, and then being able to still get Salah back in, that's great. There's a lot of people that are moving those funds to Trent and Trippier at the moment without even giving that a thought, because they're like, well, I can just sell Salah when he goes off to AFCON, and happy days, I can get Haaland back. That's all well and fine, but then are you going to be able to move the funds out of Trippier or Trent in time in order to get Salah back those couple of game weeks after? So just bear that in mind. That's all I'm saying. If you want Salah back, of course. 83% of you have voted for Watkins captain. I thought Salah would be a bit higher, I'm not going to lie. I think there's this perception that Arsenal can be better in defence. I'm saying this now, benching Saliba, and we all know that I'm going to like get a kick from Saliba for doing it, aren't I? After I've just gone, Salah did brilliant. Don't take a -4, keep Jackson, says Lewis. Yeah, I agree. If it's for a hit, keep Jackson. I think I may have skipped somewhere down here. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Areola for Leno, Jackson for Watkins, -4 total. Or should I do an additional minus? Yeah, don't do a -8, John. I think if you're going to captain Watkins this week, then I don't mind Jackson for Watkins, but just bear in mind, obviously, Jackson does have good fixture. I'd be tempted almost to just roll your keepers there. Although Leno does have Burnley. I'm actually going to go... I don't hate the -4 as long as you're captaining Watkins, but I wouldn't take the -8. So if that does mean you're going to be low, then I would just choose one of those options. Jesus gets you thinking. Yeah, Mo's with me. Mo's with me. This is where I think I differ slightly from other creators, that I actually don't hate hits. And anyone who knows me on this channel will know we call it bat shizzle around here. Sometimes Nim has a bat shizzle moment where she'll happily take a -4 or a -8. Like I may end up taking a -4 tonight for a Trent or a Trippier. I doubt it. Or even a Wilson for Archer and play him over Gordon if we hear Gordon isn't playing, just because I'm not overly keen on any of those midfielder spots. And with the wildcard around the corner, I don't really need to be worrying about Wilson getting too many games, like the rotation situation. Shamil, Udogie to Konza, I don't hate it. Bench Edison, Gordon, Gabriel, Braithwaite. If you want Udogie after his suspension, which you probably will for Brighton and Bournemouth, if you can't get to Porro, or you already have Porro, then I would just keep Udogie. Like, I'm only going to Porro now because I've preferred him for a couple of weeks now. That's not to say I don't think Udogie is great. I do, and I've had him since day one, and he did me really proud early season. He dropped off a bit, and then he kind of came back in again as an option. And it's just that Porro is literally everywhere. He's on free kicks, corners, that sort of thing. He just looks kind of... He's your Trent or Trippier for much cheaper, right? So I couldn't do it whilst Udogie was still playing, but whilst he's suspended, this feels like the right, time. Oh, you're welcome. Power not play, Konza or Cash? Probably Konza. Thanks, John. Merry Christmas to you too. Aw, that's what I want. I want this to be a channel where we all help each other. Dashman, thank you so much for joining the Nim fam. I appreciate it. We're all friends around here, and we all we'll do everything to help each other get the best rank that we can, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's far more. One thing you'll notice about this channel is fairly chilled. We like to keep it chilled around here, quite relaxed. Let's not panic. Let's not do anything silly. It's just chill. Just chill time. Just chill time. Oh, you're starting your shift at Amazon 10:50. Okay. Lots of luck, buddy. I hope that it goes really well for you. Top 5 easy for Poro. Right, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys, because I know the likes of Harry and stuff like that will be coming in now to do their deadline streams, and you know they're the serious guys, so they'll pull you through to deadline. So thank you. I really appreciate every single one of you today. I get a bit teary. I've been working very hard this season, and I did not think I would ever get to 7k. And I've probably bored you all crapless on Twitter with my tweets, with my countdown to 7k up to Christmas. But it really means a lot to me, because I've been doing this a long time. So it's taken me a long time to get here. So I really want to, again, give a shout out to Holly for bringing a lot of you guys over here today. Thank you to all of you that decided to come over here from Holly's stream, and to anyone who's just found me off of the bat today, looking for some entertainment and some FPL help. Thank you all so much, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. I wish you all the best Christmas. Lots of health and happiness with your family, because that's what it's all about. And yeah, my move, for anyone still wondering, I'll just close up the poll actually, is like 98% Udogi to Poro, so that's pretty nailed, and this is likely how I'll set up there. Then I'm just gonna make sure no other news comes in about Gordon, and this will likely be my lineup. I'm just trying to play it as safe as I can now for the next game week or two. Maybe next week I'll go in little bashes or before the wild card, but of course I will, you know, keep you guys informed with posts on this channel, and I will try and get some content to you between Christmas and New Year's. Thank you, Pranav, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And on that, we'll just do our last subscriber count. That should take us, wow, 7,021. You guys, honestly, that's like 26 subscribers in one stream. My heart is full. My heart is full today. Thank you all so much. Honestly, very much appreciated. And yeah, just stay in touch. Find me on Twitter. Come chat. Come say hello. Let me know if you subscribe to the channel. You know, let's get things rolling over there. Little community going and things like that. So until next time, hopefully sometime between Christmas and New Year's, I will be letting you know about my wildcard, either via video, or maybe I'll just jump on stream and do another one of these streams, and we can maybe do a wildcard together, which could be a bit fun. So I'll let you guys know either way anyway. But thank you all so much. Have an amazing evening and a fabulous Christmas. Until next time, Nymphrey out.